Hi Gemini, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 22nd to the 28th of December. Let's begin. Oh, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. My readings are also timeless, so if you stumble across one of my readings and it's not in the time frame stated in the title, it's for your next 7 days starting from tomorrow. So yeah, let's begin. Also, if you hear me coughing, don't mind me, I'm a bit ill. You're feeling a bit shy to express yourself, to communicate openly. You also have a throat chakra blockage. You're gaining a throat chakra blockage here. You're in new situations, but you're like not able to communicate effectively. You're holding yourself back from just speaking your mind, and it's not good for you because it's putting you in a position where you feel like you've missed out on an opportunity or opportunities. Just speak your mind clearly. There's nothing I would say to try and fail is not as worse as to try and to not try at all. Because if you don't try at all, you'll never have an answer. You'll never know what's on the other side. However, you try and fail, you've tried, and then the next time you try, you're a lot closer to what it is that you want to be closer to, whatever it is for you. I feel like this is in love, like you're crushing on someone. I don't yes. So you're crushing on someone here this week. And it's like you're standing in a circle. I'm seeing you standing in a circle having a conversation with a few other people and this person included is part of this sort of you're just standing there talking. And whatever situation, wherever this is, I feel like this is going to be in a public space. Um I'm seeing it in a public space. And so you're standing there talking, just having a little conversation, and you're like, I really like this person, but you don't know how to make it obvious. You just need to speak. Just speak. Just speak, and don't worry about who's around you. Like, just say what you're feeling to the person. Like, flirt with them, and it does. It happens by you just speaking to them. You just like open your mouth, and they will know that you like them because they like you too. But they're not sure if you like them or not because you're like this mysterious person. You don't show your feelings like very easily on like the way you behave. Like you're sorry, yeah, I might be coughing a bit, so sorry about that. I am getting better, um, but I'm still a bit ill. Um, but this person likes you, but they're not sure. Like the way you are, you don't really present yourself as someone that is. You present yourself as someone very professional, and being professional is wrong. It's so wrong because professional to me is someone that is another word for someone that's been subjugated. Speak professionally, dress professionally, act professionally, talk professionally. Like the list goes on, you know. And so professionalism is subjugation. It's a fancy way of saying you've been subjugated. You know, act subjugated, eat subjugated, talk subjugated. Walk subjugated. Like it just goes on. So don't be that type of person that restricts yourself from expressing yourself, from communicating. Don't be that person that you don't give in to what you're feeling, and don't be that person that you don't go after what you want because you have stopped yourself before. Is what I'm seeing, and so you're kind of getting anxiety and like, um, kind of like a worry. Like you're like, damn, I've been in this situation before. I know how this goes, but like you've always done the same thing. Like you just stand there like and try acting professional, like, oh yeah, nothing's wrong, you know. I'm minding my business, like I'm just trying to do, you know. I'm just, there's five of us here. I'm trying to talk to all other four people, you know, and then I'll try to tell the other person on the side that I like them at some point, but that point never comes, you know. And why wait when you can do it? Like, you know, so what if there's four other people around you? Talk to that person directly. Someone answers your question. Ask that person another question. You know, like let them know that you're only interested in them and not in the other four people. And that's what I mean by you acting professional, subjugated. Is you're trying to talk to everyone. You're trying to be very liberal. You're a very liberal person. You're like, you're very liberal. You want everyone to have a good experience, but what about you? You know, everyone needs to look after themselves. You're not someone's mum or dad that you need to make everyone feel good. You need to make yourself feel good, and you know, you need to make the person you like feel good. So you know, give them compliments. You know, just open your mouth and give them compliments. You know, you don't have to flirt with them directly if that's making you feel uneasy. Just give them compliments. You know, just compliment them. They'll know you like them, and you're you're trying. Hold on, my nose is bugging out. I see you are gonna try. You are gonna try pushing it. You're gonna not pushing it with them, but with yourself. You're gonna try pushing yourself to be more open, be more communicative. Like at first, I see you hesitant, and you're gonna sit there and you'll be like, "Oh, I've been here before," and you're gonna be like, "F this," like I'm not doing this no more. Type of this is the type of energy you're gonna be in, almost like a rebellion against the old. Like you feel like a new person. You are a new person. Um, you've gone for an upgrade. I think everybody, all the signs have gone through an upgrade, major upgrade. I've been talking about it avidly the last few weeks, or months even. Oh, I haven't been on doing readings for that long, to be honest. Since September, I think August. Um, but this whole year's been crazy anyway. Like there's so much shit that's been going on, so many changes, so many upgrades, so many lessons, so many cycles, so many progressions, portals, all kinds of stuff. Major upgrades. And like you've gone for an upgrade and you're not choosing to embody any of the old values that brought you harm. So let's jump into your reading and see what else is going on for you here this week. You should be proud of yourself, to be honest with you. It's not easy to step outside of that box, and you're managing to do it successfully. You know, and it's like no one's helped you in figuring it out, in reconnecting to yourself. You've had to do it yourself, and like you're choosing this yourself as well, saying like I'd rather be happy than than not feel embarrassed. Like you'd rather feel embarrassed, sorry, for happiness. You'd rather feel embarrassed for happiness than not 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 even not even do anything, because you're like, if I don't do anything, then nothing's gonna happen, you know. And it's true. If you don't do anything, nothing will happen. But you no longer have a fear of embarrassment. Like what you've been going through the last few months, just in general, has sort of chipped away of your side that gets embarrassed or wants to show up as someone that is always articulate, always on point, always put together, and you're letting go of that persona. You've let go of that persona very strongly because it's hurt you a lot being that person, and now you embody more being more free. You're being mutable. You're a mutable sign. Gemini goes both ways. not just both ways, but there's many ways: up, down, left, right. Sorry. Oh, I hope I don't cough a lot. But you're able to go all the ways, basically. Mutable is anywhere, you can go anywhere. So you're allowing yourself to be mutable, more free, like freely moving around, rather than being fixed in one direction and, or being in at one point. Um, she's definitely should be proud of yourself. So it looks like an interesting week for you, to be honest with you. A week of discovery, you discovering more about yourself and making decisions here about these discoveries. Wow. Damn. So your current energy, you've been working on something at this time, your purpose, you've been working on your purpose, building something from the ground up for free. Whatever you've been working on has been like building a sanctuary for yourself. Here in the Three of Pentacles, they build this temple. They see this temple that's half destroyed, and they decide to rebuild it for free. And so it can be a sanctuary for people when it's in their time of need. So you've been working diligently towards your finances, trying to increase your finances, working on something that you feel is your purpose, and it is your purpose, to be honest with you. That's what I'm seeing here. Like you've been working on it. It's been a very slow moving energy of you seeing results from it. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow energy. He goes off on this journey to figure out how to grow pentacles. He ends up falling in love. You see my eyes. He ends up falling in love during the journey, and he ends up getting married. But at the end of it, he's able to grow pentacles, and pentacles are gold, and so they're able to harvest these pentacles, and so they have no worry of the material, of finances, just in general. And I feel like you're at this point of your journey where you want to fall in love this week. If you didn't see the eyes already. But you're at this part of this journey, is what I feel like, and you've been working hard, you've been very productive, being practical and honest about the journey in general, where you need to make changes, where you need to make things better, what is working, what isn't working, what you need to change up, like all of these things. You've been practical and honest with yourself about them, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and you've been working out the kinks, working out what isn't totally in alignment. And so you've been working on your purpose, working hard, building it from the ground up. Very slow moving energy. You haven't seen much financial reward for it. You have been seeing a little bit, but it's not significant enough for you to I feel very strongly, to leave your job. Whatever you do for your job, like you've not been able to leave your job. Like you've been looking and trying to see results and trying to see money come in from it, but not a lot of money has been coming in for it. So like you're at this time where you're not questioning it, because you feel very connected to it. You feel very deeply connected to it, whatever you're doing. And this is some kind of business you do by yourself, where you work with people. And this sanctuary is a sanctuary for people to understand themselves. Whatever you do, you help people in some kind of way. You help people. And so at this time, you're like really nurturing yourself. You're not giving into this, oh, it hasn't worked yet, what's going on. You're not doing that. You're instead nurturing yourself. You're nurturing this idea of yours, this purpose of yours, which is represented by this pentacle. You're just nurturing it at this time, and you're like, the more I nurture it, the more it's going to be prosperous. And it's already prosperous in some way, but it hasn't given you that financial stability that you desire. It's not allowed you to be grounded in the physical. It's like you feel like things in the physical are very up and down, like you're not able to have your routines the way that you would like them to have. But regardless of all of this, you're still nurturing it. You're like, this is just the twilight zone of like me being in the in between of the old life and the new life, and this is just the way things are at the moment, unfortunately. However, it's not going to last for long. You're aware this is just a temporary situation. So you're like, because this is a temporary situation, I'm not going to go too crazy and say, um, abandon ship and stop what I'm doing. Money's not coming in. You're not doing any of that. You're recognizing that it's a temporary situation. So, like, while it's a temporary situation, let me keep on nurturing it. Keep on nurturing it, and it will be prosperous. And you can see there's a lot of prosperity around there. And this roses at the top. They're also in the magician card, which you also have here in the reading, to be honest. And the magician is able to manifest roses from the desert, out of nothing, basically. So it's like these roses are up here as well, so manifestations coming in for you here. I would say around money, starting to come in here before the week begins. So you might be seeing an increase in money, and it comes through you nurturing, just nurturing it, not trying to. So manifestation, the way you manifest is you need to take inspired action or follow creative impulses. That's how you manifest what you're truly trying to manifest. You can't just say, I want to manifest this and then do nothing. It doesn't work like that. You have to go towards your manifestation, and you're doing this, and the way you do this is by nurturing whatever you're working on, making it better, making it more user friendly, making it just better in general, I guess. I hope you probably do understand what I'm saying. So jumping into the week, your theme for the week is the Two of Wands. So Two of Wands here, he goes off on his journey. This is the beginning of his journey where he decides to learn how to create a wand. He's seen a wand and he can't believe that there's such a thing exists, where you can imbue wood with magic. So he knows that where he is, he can't learn how to make a wand, and he has this great ambition to be a good wizard, which there's no such thing as. Wands are always known to be used for evil, and so he has an ambition that's vastly different to what's the normal. And so he sets out on this journey. He ends up traveling all over the world, so he's not afraid to go to the depths of learning, to find the knowledge basically about how to create this thing. And this thing he feels very strongly connected to. He feels very strongly that this is his purpose in life, to create these ones. So again, you're still on this journey, like I'm saying, of like fully perfecting what it is that you're doing. However, I do feel like you're very close here. He goes off on this journey and he decides to set off here, and figure things out. But he already knows how to make these staves, like these wooden staffs, without the magic. So he already knows how to make them, but he's trying to learn how to imbue them with magic. So he goes far, high and low, far. And so the experiences you're going through here this week, you're gonna make a lot of discoveries. Just this week, you're gonna become more confident about yourself. The experiences are going to give you confidence, as well as help you make decisions. You're going to be making some decisions here in general this week, but they're going to give you confidence. The experiences you're going through to make confident decisions. With the story as well, I feel like this ties in with you, of like you building towards your true life, because by the Three of Wands he masters how to make wands, and then the Four of Wands he tries to bring it into his way. He goes back to where he grew up, and try to bring it into there, basically what he's learned and what he can do now. So he's like, at that Three of Wands is like when he's become a master. So you're still in this process of becoming a master at what you do, but you've gained a lot of skills, is what I mean to say. Like, you haven't gotten the ultimate. Like, you might be really good at what you do already. Yeah, you're already really good at what you do for your purpose, but your scope, your potential, your particular potential is much greater than where you're currently at. So in the market, whatever market you're in, you're already really quite good, but your potential is to be a lot more, if that makes sense what I'm trying to say. And so you're going to be discovering how to make yourself better here this week in regards to this purpose of yours. You're going to be learning, you're going to be discovering what you need to do with your future in order to put you in that position of mastery. So, jumping into the week, we have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups here is you finding oh, sorry, loving feelings, kindness, caring, and compassion. And this has been clarified by the Three of Pentacles. So this is, again, what you're building on, your purpose, what you've been building on. You're having this sort of deep love for, like you can see here, she's got this cup in, she's almost nurturing it, like the Queen of Pentacles. Like they're both nurturing and they're both looking in the same way, which is quite interesting. It means that your emotions are in sync with your manifestations, and you're nurturing with loving feelings, caring and compassion, kindness. You're nurturing your purpose here, and your materials is causing your material to work for you. And the way it's working, and it's been clarified here by the Page of Pentacles. So you're manifesting. Is that a word? Yeah, you're manifesting opportunities here to make more money. That's going to make you feel very abundant here between Monday and Wednesday. And this comes from you just showing whatever you're working on, treating it like a little baby, showing it loving feelings, caring and compassion. Whatever you're working on, your purpose here, you're trying to break into this industry, trying to bring harmony into your life here, by working on this thing here, and by you just showing it loving feelings, caring and compassion, nurturing it, you're manifesting opportunities, manifesting abundance here, and it's coming in here between Monday and Wednesday. Some sort of abundance is going to make you feel very enthusiastic that yes, this is my purpose, this is what I'm meant to be doing with my life, because you're seeing results here, and it's making you very happy that yes, this is going on, this is real. And so between Wednesday and Friday, you're going through this energy of the Empress. So the energy of the Empress here is all about receiving and connecting to Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, and recognizing that she is all around us. To connect to Mother Gaia, all you need to do is be out in nature. And you can feel the wind, or you can feel the mud on the floor, the soil on the floor, or the sun. I mean, the sun is different, but you know what I mean. Like you can feel when you go outside. You just need to sit down somewhere, and you can feel her. But you're receiving at this time. You're receiving a new cycle. You're entering into a new cycle of life. A cycle of life here for you, that's in line more with your destiny, and is going to be feeling like your luck is upgrading. I want to say changing, because you've already felt this change in your luck. It feels like it's upgrading even more. There's even more good karma coming in. And the reason why this is coming in is, first of all, you're being nurtured at this time by the universe. The universe is nurturing you with this sort of nurturing energy, and you're tapping into this abundant nature that lies within you, that you've never been able to fully connect to, that you're now fully being able to connect to, simply because you understand yourself to a greater degree. You've intentionally connected to yourself, the deepest sides of you, the deepest lightest side and the deepest darkest side of yourself. You've connected to both of them. Was it the deepest lightest side? No, is it the lightest side and the deepest darkest side? No, it's the deepest darkest side and the deepest lightest side that you've connected to. And so because of this, you're tapping into your own nature's abundance, and the universe is nurturing it at this time as you're being ushered. I feel like you're being ushered into this new cycle here. And the reason why this is all happening is because you've kept the inner strength And so the strength card here, basically in the story, the fool climbs up this cliff, and as he climbs to the top of the cliff, it's a hot day, the sun's bearing down on him. It's a rocky cliff, it's quite jagged. As he gets to the top, there's a lion, and the lion opens his mouth ready to eat him. The fool thinks quickly, what can he do? He doesn't have a weapon, he can't outrun the lion. The lion's too fast, he'll play with him until he's dead. So the fool basically starts to pray. He's got no other option. And from behind the lion emerges this woman, this flower maiden. As she puts her hands on the lion's head, and she manages to calm the lion down. As she calms the lion down, the fool is like, how the hell did she subjugate the lion? So she shushes him because she already knows what he's going to ask. And she tells him that there's other ways of using strength other than being physical, which is in this case using inner strength. She said, because I am calm and strong, the lion sensed I am calm and strong, so it became calm and strong. Whereas when the fool climbed to the top of the cliff, he was fearful and anxious, so the lion became fearful and anxious and decided to eat him. So and the lesson here is, no matter what presents itself to you, what sort of challenge comes up before you, you must be determined to keep moving forwards. Had the fool climbed to the top of the cliff and he'd been calm and strong, the lion would have let him pass. It wouldn't have tried to eat him, and he wouldn't have had to pray. If the flower maiden didn't come, the fool would be dead. So that's the lesson he learns at that point about having inner strength, having resilience, having calm manner towards situations, problems as they present themselves in your life, which you've been doing. The problems that have been arising, you've been calm and strong, and so the lions have been, allowing you passage. You can see here, the lion is quite happy. This is a problem, and she's just, stroking the lion here, and the lion's just like, he's got his back turned. When an animal has its back turned, it means it trusts you. Especially if it's that kind of animal, predatory animal. If it has its back turned to you, it means it trusts you. So it's like these problems that have been coming into your life, they've like, you've been calm and strong, and you've been going through situations that, if you had been fearful and anxious, would have turned out a different way. And so because of this, you're leveling up very quickly, because no matter what comes before you, rather than jumping to anger or jumping to discomfort and being like, why is this happening? You now change your approach in the last few weeks. I'd say like the last 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, you've changed your approach here. Maybe you watched me, but you've changed your approach into how you view problems. You're no longer looking at problems and jumping to anger, jumping to resentment, or jumping to why is this happening to me? You're now jumping to just always being calm and strong. If you're calm and strong, you're able to assess the situation a lot easier. You're able to go through the situation a lot easier with a much, much better outcome for you. Like, you're able to breathe, and you're like thinking, what should I do in this situation? And you're able to get through situations. So the universe is ushering you into a new cycle because you're ready for a level up. Each stage as you go higher and higher in life, and you become more prominent or even wealthy or whatever, and have a lot of love or whatever. The universe will test you, but not because it's trying to stop you from getting where you want to. But when you get into those energies, there's a lot of other energies that you need to deal with. And if you're not ready, if you're not capable of dealing with them, like, you could die, and you could, self-destruct. There's many things that could happen. So you're ready for this upgrade now. And I want to find out exactly what this new cycle is about. So this new cycle is about you no longer being disappointed, you no longer being abandoned. And in what way, though? In every way. It's like you're being reborn as the fool. It's like you can see he's a baby. It's like you're embracing this sort of new beginning here in everything. The universe is allowing you to be more spontaneous, have more like a childlike wonder, have more innocence towards things that you've always wanted to try. And again, this ties into love. This new cycle, this person's going to come in between Wednesday and Friday. That's what I feel like. Then we have the magician. So it's like you're going to be taking inspired action, following creative impulses, stepping into divine masculine energy here without realizing it. I'm laughing because it's quite the way the universe is showing up is like they don't want to really tell you what's going on here. Obviously, I'm able to see what's going on, but it's like this cycle is going to be very good for you. Like you have no idea. You do have an idea actually. Like you feel abandoned. Like this is a cycle of you no longer ever feeling abandoned, no longer feeling disappointed about putting your energy and things not working out for you. You're being reborn as the full at the beginning of a new journey, the new beginning. The full marks the beginning of a new cycle, which is obviously the universe is ushering you into. And this cycle is going to be allow you to turn into this magician of stepping into your power and following. And the divine masculine energy is all about stepping into your power by taking creative impulses, following creative impulses, and taking inspired action towards your manifestations. But this new cycle is all about your manifestations. Basically, you're no longer going to be disappointed. You don't have any blockages in your aura either. You don't have any blockages inside of you. You can see here, like he's able to really radiate what he wants towards him. There's no holds, there's no blockages, there's nothing stopping him. Between Wednesday and Friday, you're going through this energy of the magician again. So you're following creative impulses. So you're doing it from Wednesday to Friday, and then from Friday to Sunday, you're continuing to do so, following creative impulses, following inspired action, taking inspired action, and stepping into your power as a result. Divine masculine energy is all about taking inspired action and following creative impulses. And clarifying this, we have the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords. So what you're moving away from is this energy of feeling heartbreak, pain, sorrow, hurt, because of your environments, the environments that are conflicting, environments that are causing you to feel regret, making you feel like there's a lot of disagreements, there's a lot of conflict, and like you have to win at all costs sometimes with people. I feel that more or less there's people trying to win at all costs with you. And it's causing a lot of heartbreak and it's a lot of pain, and you're moving away from this and clarifying these are the sun. So you're being very balanced there in the physical and the spiritual. You can see here they're playing in the sun, and you can't see it, but one side is water and one side is the earth. So one represents the physical and one represents the spiritual. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Just to be on the safe side. One represents the spiritual and one represents the physical, and so your foundation is officially set. You're set now for the next chapter in your life. Like everything's built. Like these stones here are representative of the foundation that you've been building up until this point for most of this year, to be honest with you, about this new life of yours that you're going to be living. And the sun is now blessing you at this time with its droplets of joy, of delight. These droplets are of warmth, and you're being blessed here because you're taking inspired action and you're following creative impulses, and that's moving you out of this energy of feeling defeat, and it's moving you out of this energy of like feeling a conflict with your environment to an energy of the sun where it's just you feel warmth, positive energy, the joy, delight. A youthful exuberance is what you're going to have here between between Friday and Sunday, feeling really good about yourself. And this is not something that is within your conscious mind. This is within your subconscious mind of like that it needing to be changed through experiences that you're going through. It's not something that can be changed by you trying to hack it. It's the experiences you're going to be going through here. And again, this love is going to come in between Wednesday and Friday. You're going to be receiving here, not just a new cycle, but there's some love is coming in here. And so it's going to sort of like help purge this last remnant of this Three of Swords energy. And I feel like this is in love. Like you've been disappointed many times in love. Many times in love you've been disappointed. And it translates into a negative energy where you go into environments and like you feel like people have it for you, basically, trying to cause conflict with you, disagreements with you. Like you tend to have this misunderstanding with some people, not with all people. You're able to see some people very well, but then some people you'll misunderstand their intentions because you're on a different vibration and they're on a different vibration, and their idea of love is different because your love, you've been disappointed in love and they've not been disappointed in love, so the way they show up is very different. You can understand what I mean by the end of the week. So it's like the way you interact with them then is that you see them from a different perspective, whereas they're showing up in a different perspective, and that's when you have the disagreement, that's when you have the conflict. Because they see you as someone that is hurt from love, and then you see them as someone that's trying to challenge you, and then you go back and forth like this. But you're going to be you're going to be healing from this, and this comes from you stepping into divine masculine energy, following creative impulses, following inspired action. Whatever is calling you, whatever is calling your heart, do it. Your heart can never be wrong. Here, the magician, he's a part of the fool. Anyway, he talks to the fool. The fool's like, how can he hear my thoughts? And the magician laughs at him, and he just sort of vanishes into him. And then he realized that the magician's always been a part of me. And the magician's very wise. Like, he understands that you need to embody different values of life. Like, you need to be like the cup and be able to absorb, pick up the drops of knowledge that come through. You need to be like the wand and have this sort of spark of inspiration in you, the spark of creativity. And you need to be like the sword to be able to cut through situations that are trying to deceive you. And you need to be like this pentacle and grounded in reality. So like, you understand these things, like you've gone through this process, you understand these things now, and you're able to transcend and transform what you're seeing in your astral world, you're seeing in your mind, bring it into reality. That's what the magician is able to do. And so you're manifesting here very strongly, and you're manifesting healing. You're manifesting healing here. Healing yourself here. Yeah, mastery. You're gaining mastery over yourself, finding more wisdom, finding more respect for yourself, taking authority of yourself, no longer sitting in the old stories of like, love has hurt me, I've been hurt by love and this and that. You're saying, do you know what, I'm not staying in the vibration of hurt. I'm making a difference. It's gonna change. You should listen to that song by Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. Even if you're not a man, it's still a good song. But this is what you're doing. You're mastering yourself here, shifting your vibration from defeat, from sorrow and defeat to happiness, just pure joy and happiness, which is fantastic. Let's pull out your challenge for the week. So if you've never seen me before, challenges was affecting you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. One way or another, the challenge does show up, but depending on how you carry yourself, it may not affect you that much. But when the challenge does come in, the best thing to do is not give it energy, because that's how you kill it off. And so the challenge is trying to stop you from elevating your life and trying to keep you in the current reality. So what is your challenge here for this week? Damn. So money is a big focus for you. Wealth, success, fulfillment, happiness. Being practical and confident about your money. Being unpractical, being unconfident about money. So wealth is a big thing here. Like, you're feeling like you're having to protect yourself from challenges, competition, things trying to obstruct your way. Like, finances are a big challenge here for you. We got 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Like, wealth, this idea of wealth, success, fulfillment. Like, you're feeling like you need to protect your money. You need to protect your wealth from challenges, competition, competitors, like people trying to obstruct your way. Because you feel like some of these people are like an illusion. Like, you're trying to protect your money from illusions, from people that are an illusion, the people that are fake, for example. And it's like there's so many choices to make, and you're trying to be more focused on finances. I would say, don't focus on finances, focus on what makes you happy, and then finances will follow. But don't focus on finances, or don't even focus on follow your heart, and then finances will follow. Just focus on what makes you happy. Finances are a man-made concept. It's been made by man to control people, and don't be a victim of it. Like there's a big focus here in you that you want to earn money, you want to earn wealth, you want to earn success, financial fulfillment. You know, you want to be the leader of your life, financially speaking. But finances doesn't equate to happiness. It's like you're trying to protect yourself from anything that's trying to challenge your wealth or the idea of you being wealthy. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. Like, don't create a persona. Don't create a persona when it's not necessary. Like, when you just chase finances, you know, you can chase all you want your whole life, but if you're constantly chasing finances, the universe is just going to give you more experiences where you're chasing more finances. That's how it works, you know. Um, don't try to protect this idea of what your wealth is or money. It's not anything other than money. It's literally money. Like you want to be wealthy, you want to be the leader of your life. Just be open. Just I would say the best thing to do is always ask your heart a question: should I do this or should I do that? Don't let your brain answer, because the brain's connected to the matrix and so are the five senses. But the heart is untainted. It's the only one that can't be tainted. I mean, they've tried a lot of things to taint the heart, but it doesn't work. The physical body and the spiritual body doesn't allow it anything to come and taint the heart, the spiritual heart. And so, you know, um, here is it's you know you just ask your heart a question and feel the answer. Don't let your brain answer. Feel the answer. Ask your heart should I do this? If you feel a heaviness in your heart, it's probably a no. If you feel a lightness in your heart, then it's probably a yes. But in regards to this situation, you know you want to be wealthy. This is a challenge for you. It's like this old you is kind of like this old idea. It's not the old you, it's an idea of you like being this sort of ultra wealthy person. It's actually a blockage. It's an illusion. It's like it's like you're trying to join the rat race. That's what it feels like. But the advice here is to connect to your spirituality, connect to your psychic gifts here, because you have been doing so anyway. And you know, daydream even if you need to about what you need to do next. Allow yourself to daydream. Allow yourself to do things that people said you shouldn't do. Like break out of that sort of conformity. Like you do things and you unintentionally, and this is what this is. You're doing this unintentionally, and this is from an idea. It's no longer a part of you, but it's an idea that you have, that you've lived by for such a long time, that has become ingrained in you. So it's like you've purged it already, but it's so ingrained with you that you do automatically without realizing. Just catch yourself out here, and the way you do it is by daydreaming, which is quite interesting. It's like, you know, when you daydream, you just sort of stare off into space, and it's like whatever comes into your head kind of comes into your head, and this is gonna pop up straight away that oh, I need money, and I need to be wealthy, and I want to be wealthy, and I like this is it's gonna come up like this. But you need to recognize it's just an illusion. It's an illusionary success, and it's blocking you from receiving your true happiness from life. Like it's gonna come up and be like, oh, I need to make money, and I need to protect the money, and I need to be better than the competition, and I need to be better than any kind of challenges. Like what you do is no one can kind of replicate you. To be honest, like I was saying, like you're already good in whatever you're doing, but like you don't even have to worry about the competition, because you're going to be doing like something that no one else can do in that field as you gain more mastery. But at this time, you haven't gotten there yet, so you're kind of like, you know, it's like when you first break into the industry, when you first start making money, you're like, damn, this is real. I can start making money, and then you kind of might, you know, let go of some of the moralities or some of the, um, you know, the things that the standards that you have. This is what it feels like. Just nip it in the bud when it comes up. Just kind of daydream. Allow yourself to daydream. When people daydream, it helps them connect more to their spirituality. People don't realize daydreaming is actually really good. It helps you connect more to your spirituality, and it helps you connect more to your psychic gifts. Being like an inquisitive child, like a child that's always like, why this, why that, why this, and this is this is how you're gonna be able to remove this ingrained idea off of you. Like when it comes up that you need to be wealthy, and why do I need to be ridiculously wealthy? Why? Just ask yourself why. Why? For what reason? You know, if you can't, you can't. I know you can't. You can't give yourself a good answer. You'll give yourself an answer, be like, yeah, maybe, kind of answer. But it's not a good enough answer. That's in alignment with you. And the truth is, what you want from life isn't money; it's happiness. Money and happiness are not the same. They're both energy. It's true. The more energy you have, the more money you have. The more energy you have, the more happiness you have. But the difference is that happiness is something that is a reward almost. It's like a return. If you have energy, you'll naturally have money. If you have a lot of money, you'll naturally have a lot of energy. But there's a lot of thieves, of course, out here. But then the universe lets them know that the money's not for you, and then their lives are stressful. So there's that. So that's your challenge here for this week, this idea of money. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. I wasn't expecting that. And I feel like it's got to do with just like something emerging from within your skin. It doesn't feel like it's within your body, it's in your skin. It's really weird, but you're purging it. So your outcome here for the week is you're going for another transformation here. You're going for a transition, leaving behind the old. And you're having a celebration in this. You're having a celebration. And this also ties back into your theme of the Two of Wands, of you discovering a lot during this week. And you're having a celebration. It's like a homecoming is happening here. That's making you feel very powerful and able to move forwards, like in balance, like with your duality of like your shadow self, your light self, and yourself. You're taking focused action, being very determined, taking control. But this is a different kind of control. It's not physical control, like I was saying with the strength card. It's the inner strength. This chariot doesn't have any reins. The way it moves is with this wand, and for his heart. The stronger your heart is, the stronger your willpower is, and that's how this chariot moves basically. And the canopy up here of the stars is basically represents his connection to the spiritual realm. Again, gender's irrelevant if you've ever seen me before, but you're moving forwards very quickly. The chariot is a very fast energy, and it's into the unknown that he travels. So you're traveling into the unknown parts of your life that you've never been before. So it's like you're going for an upgrade, you're transforming and celebrating this transformation, because you're leaving behind stagnancy, and you're celebrating this. You're having this homecoming, finding harmony, a lot of harmony here this week, and in turn this is helping you connect more to your spirituality, to your psychic gifts, to daydreaming. You're literally daydreaming more, which is really good actually. It's not a bad trait to have. And leading from this is you're going to be stepping more, you're going to be having a breakthrough here by the end of this week. Well, at the end of this week, a breakthrough in your life's calling, your life's purpose, and your soul's calling. You're having a breakthrough here at the end of this week as you go through this week. So this is a very powerful ending here for you for this week. You're going to feel very happy on the other side of it, recognizing each stage of this transformation, each stage of this transition, each stage of this you letting go and leaving it behind. And you're going to be celebrating this and then moving forwards very quickly. Yeah, you're going to be moving forwards very quickly, healing at the same time. Feeling very strong and powerful, like things are aligned for you, things that you're meant to be at certain points in certain time and for certain reasons. And it's going to help you connect more to your psychic gifts there, more to your spirituality, the more you daydream. And you're going to be doing this anyway, and it's going to lead to a breakthrough in your life's purpose, your inner calling. What is this breakthrough though? Manifestations coming in, manifestations, opportunities coming in, manifesting opportunities is what this breakthrough is. But at the end of this week. So I'm going to leave your reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week and I shall see you soon.